Good morning, Leo. Hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Kat, and I'm Kat. This is your weekly tarot reading for December 22nd through the 29th. So welcome. All right. Quick astrological forecast. By the way, it is almost December 22nd. This will be posting on December 22nd, the day after my birthday, the first day of Capricorn, and we have just come through the Winter Solstice. So, we've got that solstice gateway still open. We've got Mars in Capricorn. We've got Mercury direct. This week is going to open solstice energy, still humming, and the cosmos is asking for fire and earth signs to anchor vision into form this week. So we've got Mars in Capricorn sharpening our ambition and demanding strategy. Fire signs feel their flames focused, not scattered. Earth signs are going to feel their foundation strengthened, not shaken. Mercury stations direct in Sagittarius. That's going to be clearing mental fog and restoring clarity of purpose. Plans that stalled are going to begin to move. Conversations that felt tangled suddenly click into place. So also we've got the sun in Capricorn. I happen to be a Capricorn moon. So we've got the sun in Capricorn, and that's going to bring discipline, structure, and long-term thinking. So this is build the blueprint energy, not flashy, but powerful. For fire signs like you, Leo, and myself, Sag, your passion gets a backbone this week. Your ideas grow legs. Your drive becomes sustainable, and this week is about channeling that heat into momentum. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you this week, Leo. This is the reading for Leo for the week of December 22nd through the 29th. This is going to be a general Celtic cross spread, very general reading, and so I've given these cards all a good meditation and shuffle prior to this. Description, everything links and much more in the description to this video, so do check that out. And Leo, well, you're coming up as Temperance this week, Leo. You're coming up as Temperance. You're being crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness by this beautiful Ten of Cups. In your subconscious tool shed, you're bringing a Queen of Pentacles energy with you. This is looking gorgeous so far, Leo. Stepping out of your immediate past, November, December, we've got this beautiful Six of Cups card. Crowning you is the Hierophant. Okay? I get goosebumps when I do my Leo readings. I have a set of twins, and then another boy who is exactly 10 years younger, due on their birthday but came a week late. So they're all within a week of each other, all Leos. And so when I do these readings, I don't know. I can't help but relate it, and I surprise myself sometimes. Anyway, get over it. You know about this stuff. Get over it. Why are you shocking yourself? Stepping into the immediate future. The Tower. The Tower card. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is, well, we'll get into that. I did do a video for October for Halloween, the scariest tarot cards, to understand them when they come up in your reading. All right, that's in there. Down here, you and your environment this week are an Eight of Pentacles. Your environment around you, you've got the Hermit. In your hopes and fears, you've got this beautiful Two of Wands. And in your final potential outcome, there's a Five of Cups. Final potential outcome. We're going to have to get more clarification on that one. So this is our clarification card. It's out of my Arcanum deck, which has, I will read it either upright or reversed. Again, I did a very careful shuffling of these, turning parts of it upside down and blah, blah, blah. So it should have a good mixture of uprights and reversals. We're going to keep that one. I want to keep the other two also. For real, and we're going to keep them just the way they popped out. This happened in my last reading. It's like they wanted to come out, and so we're going to do 3 clarification cards, not 1. Okay, at the end. We'll keep those hidden right there. We'll put one of my poker chips on here. Which one? We'll put that one there. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got going on here, Leo. You're coming up as Temperance this week. Our, let's see, 14th major arcana. Temperance is just keeping everything balanced and flowing, like keeping everything balanced out, and it's moderation. It's being mindful of all the different areas of your life and making sure you're not neglecting any one area over the other. It's also trusting your intuition. He's got his toes, his tiptoes dipped in that water as he's pouring from cup to cup, and it symbolizes just really trusting your intuition. White is purity. There's a lot of purity in this card, and you're keeping things balanced coming from a very pure place, and you're just trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. You're crossed by this gorgeous 10 of Cups. It's beautiful. It's a new beginning, and it's generational wealth. It's more than just wealth. It's not, I don't mean wealth like finances. That's often a part of it, right? It's connected. It really makes life a lot simpler when that flows. But you don't have to have it to be super wealthy. Trust me. I feel super wealthy, and I don't have a lot of cash, but I'm so wealthy. I live in I'm like, when I look at my situation and the rest of the planet, I just always feel so grateful. And to me, that's wealth. Beautiful wealth card. And there's a whole family in it, children. So it's generational wealth and happiness, and abundance. Gorgeous. And that's what you've got coming your way, Leo. Just gorgeous. You're bringing Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles energy. Not, the cards are genderless. So you're bringing this as part of you and your subconscious tool shed. So this is the energy you're bringing. And the queens are the suit cards responsible. Well, first of all, King and Queen, they're in charge, they're in power. So these are people who have walked the path and learned the lesson. So they have a wisdom around this. So you have emotional wisdom. But they're also, the queens are the ones in charge of looking to the past and healing it, whereas the kings are the court cards in charge of looking at making forward progress and growing into the next king, Anyway, so you have healed your bad, okay, Pentacles is health, wealth, finances. The energy in your family over generations has had a negative, attitudes toward all those things: health, wealth, finances, whether it's, smoking and stuff like that. Like, I could speak personally for my kids. I used to be a smoker, and they grew up seeing their moms. I thank heavens I quit many years ago now. I'm so proud of myself for doing that, and I've forgiven myself. But anyway, that's an example of the healing that you're now living and doing. Like, you're that Queen of Pentacles. You're over that. You get to pass on something healthier to your people around you and your next generation. And that's gorgeous. That's so gorgeous. That's good. You're bringing that energy, that healing energy with you as part of your subconscious tool shed. You are stepping out of the immediate past. November, December. I'd even maybe go back as far as summertime. You've had a lot of reunion type, it's a 6 of Cups. So 6s are celebrations, get-togethers. Well, 6s are coming back into balance after the 5s too. They're that beautiful tipping point where it's like you're going, it's like, here's what I liken it to numerologically, how the energies feel to me. In any suit or the major arcana, when you're going through the journey, the fool's journey, you're going up this hill from one, your new idea, inspiration, up to the crested, and when you're getting to your 5s, and then the 5 is so off balance, it's really hard, but then you conquer that and you reach the 6, and it's like you start heading back downhill and gaining positive momentum. That's what the 6 is. I love it. And so we're having that with family and family connection and love and the connections in our life. And it's the card of reunions and get-togethers and parties and family love, generational love. So that's beautiful. Also could be weddings, happened in the recent past. Yeah. And both of my twins got married within a month of each other just a couple months ago. So anyway, in our crown is the Hierophant. So here we have a 5, okay? Stepping back from the 6 a little bit, and we're stepping into a tower. Okay, so and you've got a 5 as a potential outcome here, Leo. So this is a listen up moment, okay? Because fives are off balance and off-putting and unstable. We don't want to fall back. We don't want to regress. We don't want to get sucked back into negative energy with 5s. So let's talk about these 5s. First of all, you got the Hierophant in your crown. The Hierophant is a religious authority, and they're the ones in charge of laying down the social norms and rules and expectations, morals of a group. It applies to all of your groups to which you belong, whether it's like your church groups or your political parties or your, it could even be considered a political party. I hate politics altogether. I avoid it. I want to start avoiding it, kind of like the plague. But anyway, it applies to all those kinds of groups where you're part of a group, and because of that group, there's a set of expectations and norms that you're expected to follow. This would apply to both of my twins in a very strong way. Okay? Military. If you're in the military, perfect example. You have to. You are constrained by all these rules and obligations and expectations, and that can be a challenge. That's why it's a 5. Okay? It's always a challenge when you got to work with groups of people instead of, being able to just go off on your own, right? But you got to do it. You got to learn. It makes us stronger, helps us be better. Okay, so we're stepping into the immediate future, Leos, to this tower. 16th major arcana. So your Temperance comes right before the Devil, I believe. I believe the Devil's 15, Tower's 16. Yeah, so what the Tower is, the Tower, which there's people, it's a unexpected, like your earth getting shaken, but it also, it can be big things, like huge things that happen that you didn't see coming. Can be a Tower moment, but it can also be just things that come into your awareness that go, oh my gosh, and open your eyes, and it's a revelation to you. You never realize this. It's not your fault. You didn't have all the information, but now you have all the information in your schemas of life, your Tower totally crumbles. And because of this new growth and new information, you're building something new. Tower moments don't have to be bad. Tower moments can be great. And if you're super mindful of the direction, the energies the universe is trying to pull you in, you can avoid the Tower. For real. Because the Tower moments are thrown in there when you're on the wrong path. And the universe goes, not even the wrong path. Sometimes that wheel of fortune, the only thing constant is change. So things happen that we don't foresee and expect, but everything is always as it should be. So it's all growth potential, right? You're stepping into that Tower moment. Now, if you've just gotten married and you're entering married life now and you never lived life, you didn't know what it was like as married life, and most people these days don't go to premarital counseling so that they consider all the things before they're actually in it. That can be kind of a Tower kind of a thing too. I don't know. Sometimes, not necessarily. All right, let's move on to the staff. Here in your staff, you've got some strength. The Eight of Pentacles associated with the Strength card, but it's continuing to ply your trade, to plug away, to continuing to grow and focus on your health, wealth, finances, and do everything you need to do and keep pressing forward in a very structured and focused way. He's cranking it out. You're cranking it out this week. Handling everything you need to do, and handling handling all you handle, Leo. So your environment around you this week, you're going to have some Hermit moments. You've got the Hermit card. He's a 9. He's at the end of a cycle, so then you're stepping into something new. And what this is it's when the Fool has come through all up to now and met all the people he's met, learned all the lessons he's learned, had his experiences. It's given him a lot of wisdom now. Because he's about to face, he's 9, he's about to face death, and then judgment, and then the Tower, and then, you know, Temperance, and then the Tower, and then when you think about the Fool's journey. So what this is in his lantern, that star that's shining, that's his wisdom he's gained up till now. So you've been through all this stuff in life, and it's gained you some wisdom, and this is the card of stepping, being quiet, doing what you need to do to be introspective, to think and shine your light of wisdom on the path you're moving on now forward, going forward. It's about intentional manifestation and creation in our lives of the future, which I said this last week, I'll say it again. The future is not a destination that we're all traveling to. The future is something we all create all the time and every second by what we're thinking and mostly what we're feeling. Now, I have to take some water, sorry. Still kind of getting over this dry cough. The Hermit can also be, I want to say, it's in your environment position here, and this can be what you're experiencing in your environment, so you might be feeling the need to retreat into that Hermit mode, but or if it's something your environment is offering you, the Hermit can represent a counselor, somebody that you go to seek advice around all this stuff, that, and especially if it's somebody that like is private, like a private counselor, private therapist, somebody at your church that nobody knows that you're talking to about some very deep thing that's, you know, that could be the Hermit in your environment this week. Likewise, it could be a crazy tarot reader with a cough in your environment this week that nobody knows you watch and are subscribed to. But it's sometimes also the way your environment sees you. So if you're doing that, if you're like being introspective, if you're going on those walks to think about things or meditating and doing stuff like that, your people in your environment may view you as being like the Hermit right now. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Hopes and fears, and I know it's a hope. It's these 2 of Wands. It's a 2, and a 2 is a fork in the road. And so this is you. This is you after your Tower moment. Now you're venturing out into the world to new things. He's literally holding the world in his hand, and it's travel and it's experiencing things, and that's where you are right now. You're headed off now into a new. You've ended a cycle. You're gonna be going through this Tower stuff, shifting, doing away with illusions, all that great stuff. You're plugging away at this and doing the proper introspection. So you're going to be traveling and experiencing all kinds of new things as you pursue your life, future, pursue your passions. Final potential outcome is this another 5, okay? This 5 of Cups. So we've got a 5 of Cups up here. So again, like our Hierophant, if 5s are off balance, off-putting, we've fallen back. It's like we've reached that top of that hill, but we're starting to roll backward. It's like we're rollerblading, and instead of making it quite over the crest, we're starting to slip back again, is what I feel like with the 5 of Cups. So let me talk to you about the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is the card of crying over spilt milk. He's standing there. He's cloaked. It's interesting. It's very interesting how similar all 3 of these characters look in your staff, okay? Very similar posture, tall guy, long robe. You had the Hermit, dark robe. You're the 5, long dark robe, head down, just like the Hermit. So be the Hermit when you're looking at these cups, and you need to remember as you're venturing out, you experiencing these Tower moments and dealing with this Hierophant situation in your crown, where that's where your thoughts are. That's where you need to focus. with that Hierophant. So you need to remember with this 5, okay, there's a river flowing under a bridge. That's to tell you, do not cry. This is literally the card of water under the bridge. What's past is past. So it needs to happen. Forgive it, love it, nurture it, but don't let it like suck you back. It's important to turn around and look at the 2 full cups. Don't focus on your losses. Focus on what you have going positive for you. And that's how you flip the energy. That's how you stop yourself from rolling all the way back, all the way back down the hill on those rollerblades. By turning around, simply by turning around, looking at the 2 full cups and continuing on. So now I'm so curious what our confirmation cards are. I have a feeling they're going to be around the not focusing on, not looking, something about that 5 of Cups. And maybe the Hierophant in the crown. Perhaps more about your, whatever this tower is that you're experiencing. Let's find out. So our first one is friendship. And it's the 3 of Cups. It's gorgeous. So we've got 3, and we have 3 spilt cups here. So we've got friendship, and it's upright, which is cool. So it's community, gatherings, joy, and reunion. So that would go right here with what you're experiencing with your past and the things that are happening, and even the Hierophant too. It says, a season of connection is upon you. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your growth. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Upright, it means community, gathering, joy, reunion. Nice. That is so where you are right now there. Now let's check out the other 2. I want to see what the other 2 that wanted to also come out. So, I'm sorry. I'm going to read them upright or reversed. And this is a reversal. And it's clarification of your 5 of Cups, okay? So this is a reversal that clarifies the 5 of Cups, negative thinking going on, so listen up. It is an Ace of Pentacles, brand new idea about a new career, health, wealth, finance, but it's an ace, so it's a brand new beginning. It's just inspiration, just the seed. Still needs it's just a very vague idea. It's not anything concrete yet. Ace of Pentacles, upside down, reversed. So what that gives us is shortage or losses. The 5 of Cups, okay, focusing on the 3 spilt cups. Shortages or losses. Unexpected expenses or losses disrupt your economic stability. Resources seem limited, okay? Keyword being seem. Resources are never limited. We live in an abundant universe. Scarcity is just a frequency. Scarcity is just a frequency. So I believe that is further clarification of this. Okay, so we've got things going on right now around the holidays, and expenses do come up, and maybe like ones you didn't anticipate. It's going to cut into your say, whatever. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, Leos. You got it. It's nothing to be worried about. Don't cry over it. Turn around, and it'll all. The sooner you do that, the sooner you'll turn that energy around. What do you think the final one is? The final clarification for this reading is what happens if you do that, right? If you turn around and you don't focus on this, you get an upright magician manifestation. I love this reading for you, Leo. You get the magician upright, first major arcana, brand new spark, that ace, all the aces. He's got all the tools on the table. The Ace of Pentacles telling you have all the tools in your tool shed. You got this. And you're manifesting. It's so cool. Upright, it means magic, willpower, or concentration. Be intentional with your energy. You have the power to bring your desires to life. For sure. For sure, Leo. Love you much, Leos. Especially my Leos. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It helps my channel a lot. And listen, if you haven't smashed that subscribe button yet, please do so. My first 500 are going to get a free membership. yeah, and I'm excited to see you next week. Also, going to be dropping a video soon about the Winter Solstice, which was yesterday, December 21st. Very big day, besides being my birthday. Big day planetarily. So check that one out and hope to see you next week. Take care, Leo.